have to travel alone that far?
I'm running away.
Apex Legends is the best Battle Royale game I've played in like a while. I mean, the choices are lackluster at best these days, and I can't seem to get over that dopamine hit I get when I win a game in Apex.
Oh shit, he's dead.
Bangalore's solo. I got one.
Oh, help. It's okay.
Yeah, he does.
Not many other rushes of dopamine I can get in my boring gamer life. Sound like an addict. I think a game succeeds when it has a lot of depth, and it's hard for new players, but not super difficult to pick up. You know what I mean? Like how Apex players call bad players in the game Warzone players. What's being said here is the average Apex player has to be so much better than the average COD player in terms of raw skill. And I'm not the only one who feels this way. A lot of streamers would agree with me on this. Take, for example, Nick Merckx, who just switched over from Warzone and has been getting into Apex due to the cheater problem.
I'll say this. Apex Legends is more difficult than Warzone. It's aiming and shooting, just like Warzone. It's positional, just like Warzone. It's awareness, just like Warzone. All those things are across the board. And those things are also in Fortnite, okay? We're talking Battle Royale right now. But Apex has abilities, super fucking abilities and shit. And I think that's a big caveat that you can't ignore. I mean, the abilities, the timings, the possibilities are endless in Apex because of all the things that you can do. Versus on Warzone, it's like you get a fucking chopper or you get a car. Good luck.
With most shooters, you see the enemy, you shoot, and that player dies. But with Apex, there's a longer time to kill, which gives you more time to outplay the enemy and get ready for new situations. So, here's how the game is played and why I love it so much. There are a few fundamentals of Apex movement, but let's have a quick history lesson. Apex's movement is corely derived from another game by Respawn, which is Titanfall. A lot of the movement possible in Titanfall is possible in Apex, even if the way you have to do it is different. I will only be explaining techniques that you can't really find in any other game, such as sliding, wall hopping, tab strafing, etc. Sliding can be done with your crouch button once you have enough momentum, which will usually be control. The first thing I do when you start the game is change your crouch button from toggle to hold. It'll make it so when you hold the button you slide, but toggle will make it so the button toggles on and off. You'll realize later that less inputs is better for the same action. Of course, when you have momentum, you hit the slide button, your character will slide across the ground until they run out of momentum. To reach your full speed, your character is going to have to run for a couple seconds, and then they'll be able to slide and have their full momentum. All characters actually run at the same speed. You might not be able to see that right off the bat, but it's due to the different run animations and heights of the characters. When you slide and then you jump mid-slide, that's called the slide hop, and you'll be able to use that to do many other movement combinations. Two main things you're going to want to learn to play at a higher level is wall jumping and tap strafing. You'll notice that the main movement in Apex will have you either changing your direction really rapidly or switching from what the enemy will think you're going to do. You can do this with 1, wall jumping, or 2, tap strafing. Slide hop into a wall, release W once you start to climb, and hit jump again, and you'll fly off the wall. In Apex, you can have 2 different inputs for the same action, so I would recommend making your second jump input into mouse wheel down. This removes the human error of when you hit space because it puts in so many space inputs. This overall makes it harder to screw up the timing of it. Tap strafing.
You ain't gonna jump no more. Gory, gory, what a hell of a way to die. Gory, gory, what a hell of a way to die.
For this, you're going to want to bind your second movement key to mouse wheel up. When you're midair during a slide hop, let go of W, mouse wheel up, and press A or D to strafe in a certain direction. It's really hard to explain and it's really difficult to do in-game, but I'll put some stuff on screen so you can see how it is. You're going to be just pulled by a force that doesn't exist while you're midair. If you want to really get better at these two things and all Apex movement, I would recommend watching Moki Sniper's video I'll link it in the description. It's a good video.
Guys, he's pushing me. It's this guy. This is the guy. This is the guy.
I got him.
Nice, what a bitch.
Pow, 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 pow. Whee! Boom! There are a lot of things in this game that you can shoot people with. Not just the wonderful guns you're provided, but the abilities, grenades, etc. And whatever the fuck this is supposed to be. Respawn, what the fuck? Don't even get me started on this one. Gunplay is really always going to be second to movement in this game. The guns don't really have a whole lot of recoil, and as long as you're hitting the enemy, you're all good. But, you know, what the issue is going to be is you're going to have to hit an enemy while they're going like, oh shit, oh, just slide, hop, slide, wall jump, horizon, and then they're going to be like, oh, I can't, try to hit them while they do that. It really comes down to how well you can shoot an enemy while they're zooming around the map at Mach 10. I'm just going to do the starter legend, so when you start the game, this is the legends you'll be able to use. And then in some other video in the future, I will go over the other, how many legends are there? That's at least 12. That's 12 right there. I'll be going over the other 12 legends that you can get in Apex. So, first we have Bloodhound. Their passive is called Tracker. Basically, you can see footprints and slide marks and leftover ammo on the ground, and then follow those footprints to find enemy teams. Their tactical is Eye of the Allfather. They hit this thing on their wrist, and a certain area in front of you will be lit up by your tactical ability, and you'll be able to see enemies through walls. This lasts for 3 seconds. Their ultimate is Beast of the Hunt, which highlights all enemies in red, shows extra tracks, shows enemy footprints highlighted in red, and everything will go to grayscale, and you move a little bit faster. Knockdowns extend the duration of this ultimate. Bloodhound is a recon character, and one fun fact about them is that they're non-binary. Next up, we have Gibraltar. Gibraltar's passive is a gun shield. Very self-explanatory. When you ADS, a gun shield appears in front of you, and then when someone fires at you, they have to destroy the gun shield before they can hit anything behind it. Gibraltar's tactical is Dome of Protection. Basically, you throw down this little pad, and it'll make this giant dome that's impenetrable above you. Gibraltar's ultimate is an airstrike. It is called Defensive Bombardment. It's just an airstrike. Gibraltar is a defense legend and has the ability Fortified, so basically they take 15% less damage because their hitbox is larger. Fun fact about Gibraltar, he's gay. Next we have Lifeline. Lifeline's passive is Combat Revive. This allows you to pick up teammates but not actually have to stop and resurrect them. You'll just be able to walk over, place down your drone, it'll slow you down for a couple of seconds, and then you can keep running and they'll get automatically resurrected. Lifeline's tactical is Dock Heal Drone. You toss down your heal drone, and anyone in the vicinity of said heal drone will get healed back to full health. Lifeline's ultimate is a care package. You basically call in this little thingy, it'll come down from the sky, and it'll stop right next to you, and it'll usually have armor, medical supplies, and some kind of attachment. Lifeline is one of the 2 support characters in Apex Legends. Fun fact about Lifeline is she joined the Apex games to fund the Frontier Corps. Next up, we have Pathfinder. Pathfinder's passive is Inside Knowledge, so whenever they scan one of the recon beacons around the map, they will automatically get their ultimate back. Their passive is also a joke. Pathfinder's tactical is a grappling hook. It's pretty self-explanatory. You grab the thing and you can swing around. It's a grapple hook. Pathfinder's ultimate is Zipline Gun, where he shoots a zipline, and you can use that zipline to get from point A to point B. Pathfinder is a recon legend, and fun fact about Pathfinder, he's looking for his creator, and that's why he joined the Apex games. Next up, we have Wraith. Wraith's passive is Voices from the Void, and you'll hear a voice tell you when danger approaches. Something like, you're being aimed at, or like, they're looking at you, some shit like that. Wraith's tactical is Into the Void. Basically, she does some Naruto hand shit, and then she kind of like goes invisible for a second and can run away from the fight. You cannot hit her while she is in her tactical. Wraith's ultimate is Dimensional Rift. She starts a portal, she ends the portal, and you can go from point A to point B through that portal. Wraith is a damage character. Wraith was able to escape the lab she was being experimented on by Voidwalker, another version of herself who came through a portal and saved her. Next up, we have Bangalore. Bangalore's passive is Double Time. Whenever you shoot at her, she'll be able to go a little bit faster. Bangalore's tactical is Smoke Launcher. She basically fires a smoke, it expands, and then you have a smoke grenade in front of you. If you hit somebody with the smoke, it does 10 damage.
Cracked.
I'm coming up.
Oh, I killed him with the smoke!
Bangalore's ultimate is Rolling Thunder. She throws down a little beacon, and everything in front of that beacon relative to you will be covered in missiles. The missiles will be on the ground for a second and then they will explode. Bangalore is a damaged legend, and a fun fact about her is that she was part of the IMC and she couldn't find the people she was with, so she joined the Apex games. If you don't know what the IMC is, it's a thing from Titanfall. They're the bad guys. This is the outro, I guess. I'm really proud of this video so far. I already recorded and edited the first part, and this is the second part I'm recording right now. I'm really proud of it. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Chivalry is dead. I'll see you in the next video.